As a former governor and frequent pirate, I'm used to going where I please. But right now, I might as well be in the cells with Otis. At least everyone knows he's a prisoner. I knew there would be one person on Mêlée who could help me make Guybrush see the truth. So tonight, I decided to visit Corinna at her voodoo. The new guards had other ideas and told me the shop was closed. By order of the governor. I considered forcing my way past, but something told me that it'd be a bad idea. Guybrush barely knows I'm in the room nowadays, but I should still have friends on Mêlée. At least, I hope so. Someone with a blade to watch my back? The guards have set up some sort of checkpoint leading into town. That's why I'll be taking the back route into the forest. I think I can still remember the way. The more I try to break free of whatever curse has Mêlée Island in its clutches, the more I'm able to remember what's real. To think, I mistook LeChuck's bozos for genuine guards. They've definitely noticed that I'm not playing my part in Guybrush's fantasy world, and now they're roaming the island. All of them, hunting for me. I'm certain of it. I suppose it's not safe to go back to the mansion now. I don't know why I left that letter, or who might ever find it. But just like these journals, it beats talking to myself. Staying off the beaten path is easy. Finding the Swordmaster's hut, on the other hand. I know Carla enjoys her privacy, but this is ridiculous. I think it's time for Plan C. But while I'm here, I can at least find a good solid tree branch. Nothing as sturdy as a sword, of course, but enough to rattle a few bones if I need to. Oh, for the day I'm having. I suppose I should have known the bridge to Smirk's place would be impassable, and that LeChuck's crew would be waiting for me. Fortunately, I was already in a really foul mood, so had a few choice insults in mind to throw them off balance before they could surround me. It didn't take long before my trusty tree branch was reduced to matchwood, but I had one more ace up my sleeve. Good to know the root beer approach still works. This fog, though, it's more than a spot of sea mist, and it's closing in around me. It won't be long before the whole island's swallowed up. And if that... I'm sorry, Guybrush. I have to save myself before I can save you. At least you'll be safe here, in Dreamland. Have you ever had a dream that you were so totally convinced was reality? I find myself experiencing the opposite problem, and I'm not sure how to wake up. The pen I hold in my hand feels absolutely real. I can smell the dusty covers of my grandfather's spare journals, and the salty air on the night breeze. Guybrush and I left Mêlée Island behind. How then has it caught up to us? And why is everyone acting so strangely? The legend of Monkey Island, indeed. Hubby Dearest is eating it all up, of course, basking in praise for mighty pirate deeds he never accomplished. At first he was playing along, but now I think he's starting to believe it. While Guybrush holds court in the scum bar, I'm going to take a walk up to the lookout. Perhaps a fresh perspective will help me work out what's really going on here. Despite having next to nothing left to rely on, I've managed to make it all the way to the Bay of Mêlée. And here, I've found what I was looking for. I hadn't given our honeymoon ship much thought since we got to Mêlée. I barely remember arriving. But here it is, anchored and overpriced at Stan's previously owned vessels. Ordinarily, I'd have marched down there and given that gabby little grafter a piece of my mind. But I needed to be discreet. So, I've arranged a distraction. While Stan's busy fussing over his malfunctioning grog rowboat, I'll be able to sneak aboard my ship. For once, I don't have the luxury of planning ahead, but I'll figure the rest out as I go. Guybrush, my plunder bunny. I'll be back.